Hi, I'm Mrs. Lightfoot. I am the 6th through 12th grade principal here at English Valleys High School. I want to welcome you to our new year and would like to take you around and show you some things we have. We're really excited and have you ready here for Monday. We'll start out by this is our student lounge area here, entryway. Up on the wall, we have houses that Mr. Fritz's construction group has built over the years, and we're very proud of that program. As we come down this way, over here is Jean's Gym. Right now, we had it set up for several different things, but we use this for PE, we use this for competition events, we use this for plays and musicals, we use it for concerts. It's a room that we utilize quite a bit, and we're very proud of how it is and how we run it. So this is Jean's Gym. Also, before I forget, the junior high girls locker room is over here, and the junior high boys is down there at the end. Out in the hallway here, we have the high school office. This is where I sit, usually Mondays and Fridays, but I tend to, in the middle of the week, sometimes like to sit out here too and work and see the students and the staff, and if anybody needs me. And also, you can come into my office if you need anything. This is our high school office. If you need anything from our new high school secretary, Donna Williams, we have our sign-up sheets in here, pickup stations, and this would be where you would go. And then if you need to see me, I'm right there through the principal's office. In this hallway, we have, in the main entryway, we have two restrooms there. We also have a restroom here and a restroom here that are single-use restrooms. And through this door, we have Miss Horras. She is our guidance counselor, and if you have any needs, she is here for you, and shoot her an email or stop in and see her, and she'd be glad to help you. This is what was formerly our staff lounge, but for this year, it is actually a room for students who become ill. We're still working on getting it ready here in the next day or two, ready to go for Monday, but if a student is sick, we do have somebody that will be stationed here throughout the day that will be wearing protective equipment. We'll have assigned sheets that we know who is in here. And also, we are going to be asking your students, if they're ill, to put on a mask. That way we can protect everybody else until you're able to come pick them up. And for our students who drive, we'll make sure, as in past practice, that we contact you to make sure that you're aware that they're leaving because they are ill. Down the hallway here, as you go through the double doors, that's our new competition gym area. Mr. Fritz's shop is the first door. He also has a classroom down there, and then we have a room where Miss Walters has health classes, our art room, and then on this side over here, we have the junior high boys, the other side of the junior high boys locker room, and the other side of the junior high girls locker room. Now, especially for this year, students should not be in the locker rooms at all during the day, except for PE. If they need to use the restrooms, we have restrooms right here and previously where I talked about. So that is going to be very imperative that they follow that expectation. And so they can access, if they're in PE, if they need to use the restroom, they can access it from the other side. So we do use these as tornado shelters, so they do stay unlocked during the day. Okay. We're still finishing up cleaning over the weekend, so just want to make sure that got you toured here. All right, this is our music room. So this is where band and chorus meet with trying to maintain social distancing or with trying to follow some other recommendations from the associations. We will use this room, but we will also be utilizing the outdoors, the gyms, or any larger area where we can make sure that we are keeping students safe and healthy. So this is where our music room is. Now here we have the cafeteria. Students are expected to walk, use hand sanitizer, or some of the teachers might stop by the bathrooms on the way down here. But the way that lunch is going to be a little bit different this year is, well, at least to start until further notice, is that students will come in. I will be there's a staggered release right now, 2 classes at a time. They will come over here, they will get their drink. It's, at the high school, we're offering serves, so they'll have a styrofoam tray and utensils. They'll come around, and there will be an a la carte station where they can purchase some extra items that they would like, and then Mandy will check them out and they'll exit around this way. So it is, until further notice, this is what our plan is. By having the students eat in the room, we're trying to maintain social distancing. They will, when they go to, after they're done eating, they'll dump their trays out in the trash cans in the hallway. We feel that this is the best practice right now. Through those doors over there is to our wrestling room, and then we have a very nice weightlifting center as well. Right now, behind the stage, we do have by appointment only, or the first Sunday of every month, Mr. Hester and his wife and his mom run a clothing closet for our community and for our students. So that is something that can be utilized for anybody who has a need. So, and this is Martha's office in case you ever need anything. She is our head cook. This is our main hallway. This is where, when students come in the morning, after 8 o'clock a.m., they'll start to walk down this way. Unless they're juniors and seniors with lockers, they'll go that way. Teachers do hall duties up here. Students, if they have questions, we're here to answer them. Through here is our media center. And we're still, like I said, finalizing things over the weekend to be ready to go Monday, but we did make some changes. So we did add 4 PC computers over here. We have our Macs over there for some extra work for students. This is a quiet zone because it is a study hall area. This is where students come to do post-secondary education on their computers and such. So we do have our space utilized as best as we can. And we're pretty excited about the change and are looking forward to the year. So the librarians have a plan in place for book checkout, and if students have any questions on that, they can contact Miss Heck or Miss Berry. And if you have any technology concerns, you can always email Tammy Marsh, and also she has an office right here through room 120 where she repairs our computers and she can answer any other kinds of questions. Room 118 is our tag room, and we also use that for some other things, just depending on the need at the time. Okay. This room is where Miss Roberts' Foods Lab is. These are obviously lockers, and this is where Miss Roberts' classroom is. Through here, here's an example of one of our classrooms and how we're trying to do our best to social distance. This is Miss Fish's classroom. Very nice setup. She is our agricultural teacher, and this is just a really exciting space for her. And so I just want to show one of the things too that she has set up, which is pretty great, is when a student enters and when a student exits, they have to sanitize their hands. So we just want to make sure we're being as clean as we can and as sanitary as we can. And teachers will be throughout the day trained to keep their rooms clean and sanitized, clean door handles, and making things safe for your students. This is where our computer lab is. We have all the computers in there. That's where we would do the testing. And we have a couple of classes in there. And it's also, at times, maybe a study hall overflow, depending on the situation. I'd like to show you our new science lab. This is Mr. Hester's classroom. Very nice. We are thankful that we were able to have this. Thankful to our board, to the community for supporting us. Mr. Hester's pretty excited to start in a brand new room. And so, as you can see, he has different plans in place for social distancing, and it's a new start for all of us. We'll have some we have virtual learners and such, but I just wanted to make sure that I showed you what our new lab looks like. This is our new Student Support Center. This is where Miss Francis, she's here periods 3 through 8, and sometimes she's here before and after that, just depends on what we have going on. But this is where students come if they need additional help or services. They want a quiet place for testing, some assistance, and it's also a study hall room. She will also be overseeing that, and she teaches an exploratory for 6th graders as well. So, and again, across the way is our business lab that Tammy had set up and has all of our computers ready to go in there. So, very proud of this space, and if you need any help or assistance, contact Miss Francis. She'll be glad to help you. Down the hall here is Mr. Nachman's classroom. He teaches our history classes for high school, and we have Mrs. Nachman who teaches junior high and high school math. Over here is Mr. Castor's classroom. He teaches high school English. And over here is Miss Lopez's. She is our ELL teacher as well as our Spanish teacher here in the English Valleys. This is Mrs. Lucci's classroom. She teaches junior high English and high school English. Mr. Lewis teaches our high school and junior high social studies classes, so he's located here. This is Mrs. Burdick's classroom. She coordinates our website. She's our technology instructional coach here at English Valley. She assists us with that and students with things in regards to technology. She is our reading teacher. She's a high school English teacher. So if you have any things that you need help with, very good resource for you. Mr. Quinlisk is a brand new teacher to us this year. We're so proud and happy to have him, and he will be teaching our high school math as well. And the 6th grade teachers are still getting their stuff ready, but this is where Mrs. Bates is located, and this is where Mr. Kingland is located. And Mr. Kingland takes care of all 6th or 8th grade science. So we're very proud of our building, and if you have any questions or concerns, or you would like an individual tour to go through things again, please do not hesitate to contact me, and I would be glad to do that for you. Thank you. I wanted to take some time to let you know about some things that we've instituted here at English Valleys as additional safety measures for our staff and students. In regards to our bell schedule, we did increase passing time up to 6 minutes. This is to alleviate congestion in the hallways. Your students' end and start times might differ from before. In regards to our school meal program, we have a few changes. If you are a virtual learner, there will be a form that you need to fill out every week to indicate what days you would like to have your meals, your breakfast and lunch. More information on this can be found on our district website. For virtual Wednesdays, if you're an on-site learner, you can still have this option to have a meal from the school, and will need to also fill out that same form. So again, look on our district website for more information. The other few changes that we do have right now that are implemented until further notice is there will not be shareable microwaves or refrigerators available in the cafeteria for students to store their lunches. If they do bring a lunch that needs to be cold, you will need to put ice packs or make arrangements to keep those items cold. The reason why we have implemented these changes was in order to observe social distancing, and during that time they'll eat lunch in their 5th period classrooms. More of these things will be explained on the first day of school. Each student in our secondary building will continue to use their own personal non-shared locker. And we really encourage students to avoid sharing lockers since they have their own locker. Personal belongings should also be taken home each day. They should not use their gym locker except for PE and athletics. The other thing that we're asking in regards to restrooms is that they only use the restrooms in the main hallway. Unless they are in PE class, then they would use the ones in the locker rooms. So.
Hey students, welcome back to the 2021 school year. I just wanted to give you a quick couple items of information for use on locker rooms during the COVID-19 situation. First, the lockers in the locker rooms are not to be used for your school locker during the general school day. Your backpack, your lunches, books, anything else you need for your classes during the day are to be kept in your school hallway locker. Again, this is due to the cleaning and sanitizing guidelines we need to follow. So the locker rooms will be available to you for PE only during the school day. For athletics, the locker rooms are still available for athletics, but we are asking that you take all your items home each night. So if I were to walk through the locker rooms after practices, unless it's one of the very few items that's on an approved list to stay in the lockers should be empty. If there are a bunch of items, personal clothing items and things like that that are left in there, I will take those out each morning and place them in the hallway to be claimed. Again, this is to aid in our personnel in sanitizing and cleaning after use of locker rooms. We're asking that you work with us on this to help mitigate the COVID-19 situation. Later on, that could change as the regulations during this COVID-19 situation have often changed. But right now, we're starting the year out with during the school day, locker rooms are used for PE only. You're removing your items from there and putting those in your school locker in the hallway. And then after athletics, you're able to use the locker rooms. But again, you are bringing all your gear and items home unless it's one of the few items that are approved to stay in the lockers. I look forward to seeing you next week and having a great year.
If your student is exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19 or they're sick or ill, we do ask that you contact us and let us know. And don't send your student to school if they're ill. If your child does get sick while they're at school or exhibiting symptoms of feeling sick, we will contact you and we do ask that you pick them up promptly. We have made some changes in regards to visitors. We ask that any visitors come to our building be pre-approved in advance, and these need to be essential visitors. All approved visitors are required to wear face masks and to sanitize in our building. And in order to cut down on extra people being in our building, we have procedures in place for this. If you need to drop off an item, there will be a procedure in order for you to do that. If you're here to pick up your sick child, they will meet you at the door and sign themselves out. Just please remember to inform us that your child will be leaving and we'll have them sign out before they leave. Our water fountains will be shut off with the exception of the bottle filler station, so please encourage your students to bring reusable water bottles and to take the time between classes to fill these. We utilize the Canvas program here at English Valley's Junior Senior High School. If you would like to enroll as a parent observer, there is information on the website in regards to how to do this. If you run into any issues, please contact us. We do have the option for virtual learning here at English Valleys. If you feel that you need to engage in this type of learning or if you're interested in this type of learning, please, I would like to direct you to our Return to Learn guide for the secondary building on the district website to look through that and to contact us if you have any further questions or need further information in regards to that. Some other safety measures that we have in place are that we will have hand sanitizer stations throughout the building. We are asking that all students and staff, as they enter and exit a room, use the hand sanitizers. Teachers and staff will be cleaning high surface areas throughout the day to include desks, doorknobs, bathrooms, and more. Please make sure that you are signed up for Emergency Management Alert System. There are directions for this on our website. If you have any questions on signing up for that, please contact us and we will help you. We also place announcements on our Facebook, our school Facebook and Twitter pages, and on the EV Bears website.
Hello, high school students and parents. I am Miss Horras, the school counselor here at English Valleys, and I'm heavily involved with scheduling, as most of you know, as well as some other side activities. And one of those activities is our Silver Cord volunteer program. So I'd like to just talk with you a little bit about a few details, such as schedule changes, how do you make them, when do you make them, and a little bit about how the Silver Cord program works and how you can be involved. So you each have a schedule in the Power School system here at the start of the school year. Sometimes a change needs to be made because of an error or possibly something that was left out accidentally, or perhaps you've changed your mind about a class you want to take. Schedule changes are allowed the first 2 days of school. So we start on a Monday. So by the end of the day on Tuesday the 25th, you would need to have schedule changes submitted to me. This year is a little unique because we are concerned about the sizes of your classes, and appropriate seating and that type of thing. There might be times when you request a change and we're not able to make it because a section is full. So let's say you have a second hour PE and you would like to change to a third hour PE, but maybe this third period section of PE is full to capacity and we just would not be able to make the change. That doesn't happen often, but it does happen sometimes. So if you want to make a change, what you need to do is take a copy of your schedule to your teachers. So let's say you want to drop a class of Mrs. Roberts and you want to pick up a class from Miss Fish. You would need to take your schedule to Mrs. Roberts, have her sign off that she understands you'll be dropping her class, and take your schedule to Miss Fish so that she can accept you into her class and initial off that she has accepted that schedule change. You bring that initial change to me at my office, and then I can make your change in Power School. Part of the reason we do that is the Power School changes can take a little bit of time to show up in the system. And it's difficult for teachers to keep track of their students and really know what their class roster should look like if they are not made aware of those changes. So we want to be sure that they acknowledge the change and that they give permission for the change before we make any adjustments in the Power School system. Okay, so again, by the end of the day Tuesday, high school students should have any schedule changes submitted to me with the changes written down and initialed off by the teachers impacted. Okay, the teacher whose class is being dropped and the teacher whose class is being picked up. Okay, and that decision is up to the teacher. So if they have a section that is full or some other issue that is not a good fit and that is not an appropriate change to make, we will honor what the classroom teacher requests. Okay. The other thing is in high school, you have an opportunity to earn hours and recognition through our Silver Cord program. And I always encourage volunteering, even if you choose to not participate in Silver Cord. Volunteerism is so important for you, for your community, for your school, and for your future. Employers and scholarship organizations and colleges, they want to see that you're a well-rounded student and that you're willing to give back and contribute to your community. If you choose to participate in Silver Cord, most students start as a freshman. They are required to volunteer at least 20 hours each year that they are in high school. But by the time they're done with high school, they need to have at least 100 hours documented. So we cannot wait and just do 100 hours our senior year and earn the silver cord. It's meant to show that you're making a decision, a deliberate choice to volunteer as you go through your high school career. Sometimes a student is unable to start volunteering their freshman year. They need to start their sophomore year. We can accept that. I can show you the form. There are a few more details that would apply to you. You would need a few more hours by the time you end your senior year. And we can go into detail with that when we look at the log form. So outside of my office is a table, and that table will have hard copy paper forms. And on one side, it gives information about what kind of qualifies as volunteer hours in Silver Cord. And the other side is a log sheet. You simply log the date that you volunteer, the organization you volunteer for, the type of activities you do. Whoever supervises your volunteer activity will initial off on your log, and then you just turn that into me, and I will track that time through your high school career. So I strongly encourage you to get involved and participate in Silver Cord. It's a fantastic opportunity. If you have questions about Silver Cord, scheduling, anything else that maybe would pop up on your radar that I could help you with, I am happy to. Please feel free to stop by my office. Communicating by email is great. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you so much.
If you have any questions, please do not ever hesitate to call or text me. My cell phone number is 319-572-3851. You can also call us at the high school at 319-664-3631. And you can email me or any of your teachers or other staff as well if there's anything that you need. We are all in this together. We are EV. We are Bear Strong. Go Bears.